Stars has got the ball in hand. Our officials, and we are underway in the CBS Sports Classic.
And that's right now. The Bruins go a little.
And it's Guy Clark going man-to-man on top. R.J. Davis works around a pick. Ian Cadeau in the backcourt.
Individual containment is so important, particularly late in the shot clock. Nice
switch off.
Yeah, he is tough. Philadelphia.
In the paint, running 10-footer, and start things off for Drake Powell.
I think anything you can get up front is a boom for Carolina. Pretty good defense here. Denial. Moving on the wing there. Pressure on the ball. And boy, this is a quick substitution. Mix in rare form early.
He is already. Goes to his bench, brings in Stefanovic, all-purpose player.
And can make shots, put it on the deck. Nice strip.
Clark with the steal.
That's his game. A little over 2 a game. He can make that.
Bilodeau.
Got it. How about that? Not bad for a hockey player. Started as a youngster. Nice look.
Davis for three. Been off the mark. He's had a trouble from the three-point line in recent weeks. They need him to get hot.
Another one.
Heat check. Got it. Glad we put him in our AT&T Fast Analysis.
That was your call, obviously. Your producer skills. Jonathan Siegel on the call. Nice curl. So Bilodeau does an awful lot of good things defensively.
Open three off the mark. Backside rebound to Dylan Andrews.
They get it down quickly. Plenty of time. 25 seconds to run their action.
They wisely get out on Bilodeau at the top of the circle after back-to-back triples.
Clark got him. He's tough right here. That mid-post.
Missed it. Rebound comes off the Powell.
One of those guys that can rebound and push it up the floor, Powell.
And Cadeau sets it at the point for North Carolina.
There's an automatic switch now. He can take him.
He'll take it from the free throw line. Short. Battle on the floor. Going to stay with Carolina. Stream CBS Sports HQ, your free 24/7 snapshot of all the sports that matter to you. Catch highlights, in-depth analysis, and breaking news anywhere you are. Download the CBS Sports app to watch today.
You saw Daly on the floor, one of those toughness type of mentality kids that they have on this team. Johnson another. Trimble really fine-looking basketball player, athletic as well as good at the lane. Not finishing though.
Missed it with the left hand. Stefanovic with the rebound. Now quickly down court. Bilodeau in the paint. Turns and scores and one.
He's having fun. Runs down the floor, pins his man, begs. Nice delivery from the top. Right here, you just see deep in that lane. Big, strong guy, tough to get around.
And now steps to the free throw line, shooting 73% on the line.
What a find for UCLA, this kid. Oregon State.
What a start for him.
Yeah.
9 points early. And a 7-point lead.
Look at his speed.
Cadeau, and he's fouled.
Bilodeau, I think, boy, the ability to turn it up. These three guards are dynamite.
Right. So Elliott's going to step to the free throw line. Likewise, a 73% free throw shooter. Out of West Orange, New Jersey, so he's got some folks here today.
That's where we raised the kids, West Orange, New Jersey.
There you go. Well, you raised them pretty well.
Well,
I think Joni did most of the raising.
I would agree. Any shortcomings are mine.
First point from Cadeau.
One of the keys to me watching UCLA is the play of Andrews. Can he run it? Can he be solid? Can make that mid-range jumper. Here comes Bilodeau again. This is that mid-post action. They come with a double first time.
Cross-court pass opens a 3 up for Edwards. Nice rebound by Powell on the backside for Carolina. They look to move it.
Where they put pressure on you with the bounce.
R.J. Davis, 3. Got that one.
Late closeout by Daly. That's what pushing the ball does for you.
He's only shooting about 25% from three-point land, and after last year's sensational year, maybe that'll get him going.
Home game for him.
Out of White Plains, New York. R.J.
Stepanek. Larry going through the big guy.
They really are. Clark on the outside. 3 on the shot clock. Let's fly. North Carolina with a rebound. Davis trying to push it.
What pressure they put on you. What a pass.
How about that? Ian Jackson.
Big time player this kid's going to be.
That ties it at 9.
And he says his name correctly. Ian. Not Ian.
Bird's watching somewhere. So it was a 9-0 run, and now 7 straight for North Carolina.
Dribble handoff and a duck in.
Little pull up. Got it.
This is like the backyard for him today. Got to deny a little more. Get him off his spot.
He's got all 11 for UCLA.
Little nickel dimer on Clark on the bounce.
Well, started off North Carolina with a first bucket, then a string by UCLA, and the Tar Heels come flying back. 11-9 Bruins. Good game in the first 5 minutes. Bruins 11, I should say. Tyler Bilodeau 11, North Carolina 9. This is what we were talking about earlier. North Carolina's had a brutal schedule. And there's the losses, and there's the teams, 4 of them in the top 10. That hasn't happened since Coach Smith in 1967, the last time before Christmas that North Carolina had to play that many top 10 teams before Christmas time.
Is that after Billy Cunningham, I think? The year after, maybe?
Yeah, I guess so.
You were so positive, so enthusiastic.
We were kidding with him, but I said to him yesterday, you gotta work on the schedule. He said, you know, I didn't make this thing up. This was done before I started. But
he said next year, right?
Yeah, but he said, I'm competitive. I want to play the best. And the problem is they played so many of the best. They have a 6-5 record, but they're playing well here early.
Pretty good D.
And tipped in. They were looking for offensive interference and no call, and Jalen Withers gets the basket.
I think they were right, though. It looked like a little space. Johnson back on the floor. Probably chastised for a moment or two.
Yeah, Kobe didn't last long at the beginning of the game.
Claude really doing a nice job manhandling the post.
This one's going to be on R.J. Davis. Go back to the other end on North Carolina's basket.
Ooh, my useful eyes are incorrect. Still straight up, yeah. Hovering over the tip.
At any rate, we're tied at 11.
Oh.
And a hold on the inbounds pass.
Yeah, Jackson really got turned around. You got a vision on the ball and your man.
So first foul on Jackson.
Big time talent, though. Love this kid's game.
Andrews to inbound on the baseline. Pull up jumper. Stefanovic.
That he can do. Saw him at Utah. Filled it up. A wise old head out there. Big show and recover.
Drive. Lost ball. Turnover North Carolina.
I like that attacking the closeout, though.
Three from the top. Way off the mark. Johnson trying to keep it alive.
Andrews struggles a little bit out there. 13 made this year. He's more of a middle game kind of a guy.
The North Carolina ball. 6 minutes into game 1 of 2 here at Madison Square Garden.
Washington on the floor now. Drives it pretty good, cuts well. He's in the ball screen.
It's going up from three-point land, off the mark.
Long rebounds, fast break. Oh, not a good lead here. And I'm looking over at Mick right away. He's adverse to turnovers. They had 21 early in the year against New Mexico, who really out-toughed them, I thought. But this is anticipating the best of looks in the open floor.
They're plus 7.5 in turnover margin. They force a lot, but they've got a couple today, and so does North Carolina.
Nice help by Jawad. Alert.
And the Bruins run all the way to the other end. Block shot underneath by Jalen Washington.
Mack is so good attacking. Gets to the free throw line. Not that particular time, but look at the help underneath. The anticipation. What a great read. A scouting turnover.
Bruins force almost 19 turnovers a game. You're going to win a lot of games doing that if you don't turn it over yourself.
Correct. Which they've stopped doing. They're down to averaging 11 a game. Tyson on the floor. Thought he played well the last game, too. Maybe finding himself after transfer from Belmont.
Davis working against Belladille. Got the shot and got it.
He can put you on skates. Great balance and delivery. Clark should have kept it. Dogs had the goodness. The bounce on that end. And speaking of dancing in New York, huh? Lighten it up. Look how he can pivot, accelerate, elevate.
Seth Trimble handed off to R.J. Davis at the top, and they reset with 9 on the shot clock.
They blitz, don't they show on that ball screen? Out of bounds. How often do you see that?
Man.
It's crazy. I know it's the short area on the floor. It's just so basic. Happens frequently, too.
Cade Tyson over there on the side, and
the heels on it.
Yep.
One of the heels.
Fourth North Carolina turnover. 2 of those were self-inflicted.
Nice help that time by Trimble.
And another block underneath by Powell.
Pretty good reaction. Washington goes rim to rim.
Davis to pull up. Needs some help. Trimble. Baseline drive.
Good D. They got a jump ball.
11:34 remaining first half. Some mistakes by the Tar Heels, but they're still hanging in, only down 2.
Okay, trainees.
It's the rim, then he tries to recover a little late, a little able to drill a couple from deep. Get those puppies organized in the garden. If you want to dance, what a good place to do it.
And he's got good sports genes, Jenny.
Yes, he certainly does. He's the son of 2 professional athletes. His dad played hockey in the NHL. His mom, the WNBA. Growing up, he played both. He said he got a little too tall for hockey, shown some signs of progression with basketball, so he leaned that way. And guys, like a true mama's boy, he wears number 34 as a tribute to his mom, the person who introduced him to basketball.
Leading scorer and rebounder for UCLA. 14 points, 5.5 rebounds, and he's had a sensational start here.
A toughness about him that Mick Cronin loves and pushes for from all his kids.
Well, when Mick signed on 6 years ago, and we did this classic the first time, he complained at practice the entire day. These kids aren't tough enough. And over the course of those 6 years, they got tougher.
They're not eating nails, but competing at a high level. Boy, he got them turned around this year, I thought. Going under, they make you pay.
Sebastian Mack.
Known for that ability to put it down and get to the rim, too. It's about 5 free throws a game.
Lead goes back to 5.
Nice help by Mack, causes the problem.
5th North Carolina turnover. Here's Clark from the outside, and he drains a 3.
Now that's the push. Cough it up. Get it down the floor. Nice read as well.
UCLA 6 straight coming out of that timeout. Stretch the lead out to 21-13 as we approach the midway point of the first half.
You say they're laying off. Trimble in that corner.
Foul. Nice drop pass. And foul underneath. Might be either one of those guys.
Right. I was looking at Johnson, maybe.
It is.
Getting to the lane. Nice little dump off. Collective. Pretty good reaction. They don't give you anything for free.
That's going to send Jalen Washington to the free throw line, and is not his favorite spot to be.
Not a bad looking stroke, huh?
Nothing wrong with that one. CBS rings in the new year with Kane Brown, Jelly Roll, Post Malone, and more. Hosts join Keith Urban as the host of Nashville's Big Bash, live CBS New Year's Eve and streaming on Paramount Plus. Jelly Roll is about 20 rolls down from what he used to be. He'll be moving around very nicely on New Year's Eve.
And speaking of moving around a little bit, Mara, we saw yesterday, they worked him diligently. Big fella, goodness. Good touch, passes well for UCLA.
He's in there now. All 7-3 of him. Clark, a lot of dribbling.
Yeah, look at the ducking though.
And draws a, no, it's going to say offensive foul, or did he walk with it?
May have walked on the entry. Clark does a nice job getting the guy on his hip. He had a little dance step here. Little rat-tat-tat-tat.
Sky Clark, a little bit of pressure in the backcourt.
Very good on the ball defender.
Where's Carolina going to find their offense now?
Got to attack a little bit. Looking for a ball screen. They've done a great job covering the back. UCLA. Nice hands.
Threw it away.
They got a foul on Clark.
Yeah, they did. It's going to be a second. Yeah, right there.
Right there.
The ball was still loose.
Yeah. Maybe a play on. What do you think? Sort of instead of both going for it.
Yeah. That's going to set him down, though. So that depletes UCLA's backcourt a little bit.
That sure does. Andrews has to step up.
Cadeau had it stripped. And Mack going the other way.
He's re-walked. He hopped. Well, he better get back against this Carolina team.
Just can't score at the rim, though.
And the big fella. A little bit large. Little dribble handoff. I said he could pass. Some of the games you watch, he's got a great feel.
Back-to-back turnovers on each end. Trimble all the way to the rack, and he's fouled.
Think underneath. If you know Mara's back there, don't foul. Little dribble drive, just lead him to the water. No sense getting your hand on him. Andrews, I guess, with the tag.
That'll send Trimble to the free throw line. One of the best free throw shooters on North Carolina squad.
The Hornets haven't been able to turn the corner, Brad. And if they do, there's pretty good interior defense and not finishing.
Seth, big improvement from a year ago. Scoring. Junior out of Menominee Falls, Wisconsin. Misses her first of 2.
Got some hops, pretty good drive, good ability to spin. And he makes a lot of good, sound, simple plays.
Nick Cronin goes to his bench. Some fresh bodies in. That's one thing they do have, is they can put a lot of different people out there. Good depth.
And we saw that in practice yesterday. They had a heck of a workout.
Sometimes we were looking at them and saying, which is the first 5 and which is the second 5?
They got his steps on the track.
Boy.
First time they've run, they've shown it. Perry in the corner there. No man's land. Death Valley. Just close it up.
Changing his pivot feet with the walk. So it's an opening for North Carolina to cut the lead. Mara.
How do you get it in?
And another errant pass, but they're going to call it kick ball, I think.
Look at the feisty. Look at Mick over there. He's halfway out on the floor. Now try and get this inbounds pass, Brad. Look at the size.
Those arms and that height.
I think you just got to go deep with it. You're not going to get anything at the rim.
There he lobs it. That's too dangerous.
No, he is so tough on the ball. Early drag screen. Moving with 22 shoving Mara from the box. I don't know how you diagram a play with this guy. It's unfair.
You and Jay were talking about that. Jay Wright was at practice, all the practice with us yesterday, and you guys were talking about the inbound and that very thing happening. It really happened twice in a row. Andrews will trigger it in. Stefanovic goes straight up.
Nice rebound. Oh, he had a kick out three.
Left hand hook won't go.
Ooh, so vulnerable.
Three-pointer.
Got it. Get him going.
Jackson
right?
second.
Like this kid.
That gets the North Carolina crowd that's at the Garden alive.
Big time prospect too. So many good things he can do. Good off the bounce as well.
Andrews trapped over there in front of the North Carolina bench. Had a little problem.
Newberg guarding him as well. He has some juice, doesn't he?
Kobe Johnson.
Down to 5
on the shot clock. Dylan Andrews. Got to get it up. Didn't get it up in time.
Well, he was looking at it too. Before he did that step back, he had an open look.
North Carolina's cut it to 5. A chance to dig in deeper on this trip.
Yeah, Mick loves Daly too, and he needs some toughness. Somebody provide a lip. His Oregon game, he was making threes.
Oregon, one of their 2 Big Ten wins already this year for UCLA.
They run that little double screen twice, out of bounds again.
Stepped out of bounds.
2 wasted trips.
Too many turnovers both ways. Still, good game at the 8-minute mark. UCLA by 5.
We are Selkirk.
Always in the right spot. Johnson jumps there, the passing lane. Here the anticipation collectively leading to great opportunities in the open floor. You've got to value the ball, be solid. Open floor, dynamite.
9 of those Carolina turnovers turning into the 11 points. UCLA 5th in the country in scoring defense, under 57 a game. They've held 7 of their 11 opponents under 60 points.
Carolina going to be solid. They average 11 turnovers a game, and they got 9 already. Did you get a chance to say hello to Roy earlier?
I did not.
Oh, he was asking for you. He was shocked, you know, in the middle of football season. How lucky we are to have you.
And, of course, Bill Belichick, the new head coach of North Carolina's Tar Heels, making splashing news in Chapel Hill over the last couple of weeks.
I was talking to Bubba Cunningham, thinking maybe there's a spot on the staff for me. He'll shake it up, don't you think?
Yeah, for sure.
Look at this entry, duck in too easy.
Lost the handle up. Carolina trying to get down in transition. Finally, they feed the post, and they got a foul down low, and that's going to be on Daly.
Yeah, Lubin did a really nice job running the floor and ducking in.
That might be the first time they've completed a pass to the low post, though, right?
I think you're
they
right.
had a bunch they tried.
Are you thinking of Baycott for some reason?
Yeah.
I mean, that's what they had consistently from Dean to Roy, or Bill Rutherford, Roy. Incredible.
Years and years of 7-footers or close to it.
Taylor in town might be a little upset.
Davis pull up.
Kid's going to be good, Trent Perry. See how they get down? Ooh, that may be enough to the jaw area.
Johnson gives it back. Philadelphia thought about a 3. Now on the drive, the turn from the elbow.
Tough
Got
shot.
the roll.
How about that? The poise under pressure.
13 for Tyler Bilodeau.
Small change. Perry over there. Always in the right spot.
There's Roy.
There he is. Got a few championships under the belt.
That's right.
A vicious competitor on the golf course. For a dime.
Doesn't give you any putts either, right? Let's check in with Jenny.
Yeah, Roy Williams there just received a huge ovation by the MSG crowd. And on Thursday of this week, he received North Carolina's highest civilian honor. So Governor Roy Cooper honored Williams with a membership to the Order of the Longleaf Pine Society. The award is given to individuals who've made significant contributions to the state and their community. As you guys just mentioned, those national titles, you can say he certainly did that.
Well, good for Roy. Congratulations. That's a nice honor.
Great run. How come they look so happy, Jay Wright and Roy Williams?
I guess they're retired. Well, Jay's sort of retired. And Sebastian Mack, his second three in the first half. Stretches the lead to 10. Biggest lead of the afternoon so far.
Not able to really turn the corner and create. Settling deep.
Got three rims out. Rebound off to Mack. And now Andrews will look back at his coach and slow things down at the point.
Where they run that ball screen really high. It's a tough cover. Look at Bilodeau. He's got what he wants. They don't see it. Davis, nice job fighting him.
Nice cross-court pass. Mack feeling it.
Mack attack. As noted, love when he goes to the rim, but boy, what a boom if he can knock those down.
His third three of the half.
Well, that's a bad foul for Bilodeau. You want him on the floor as much as you can.
There's Mack's third three. He only played 3 minutes in the win over Prairie View, as Mick Cronin didn't think he was mentally prepared, I guess you would call it, to play. And he's in there now, and he's tuned in physically and mentally.
And of course, Bilodeau there, they teach reaching in with 2 hands to steal the ball. Unfortunately, he gets tagged with one.
R.J. Davis at the free throw line. Knocks down the first. Live CBS January 5th. Don't miss Hollywood's biggest party. Nikki Glazer hosts the Golden Globes live on CBS Sunday, January 5th. And streaming on Paramount+.
I know you do a lot of big football games. Army-Navy's got to be really special for you.
Yeah, it always is. 125th edition was no disappointment last week either. Navy with the upset. Blake Horvath, the star of the game. 2 touchdowns in the air, 2 touchdowns on the ground.
And right now, that full court press, they got a turnover the last time. Handled better by UCLA. Oh, tough catch. Good idea.
Davis kicks it back out, trying to get it to Trimble, almost stolen by Bilodeau, Stefanovic rather.
Well, they've done a great job. Look at this.
God, they play every pass like it's the last one. Davis rims out a 3.
It's off the white. Yep. Oh, no, they switch it. No.
No, they're going to go back.
Yeah, they got it right. Well, every time you dribble drive, somebody stunts with the hand hedge and helps out. He was moving to do some damage in that low box area.
Ooh, that pass almost flew into the crowd.
That's the third
time.
Third time on the end line, sideline.
Double-digit turnovers for North Carolina. They're lucky to only be down 11.
Cade Tyson on the floor now, hoping he can do some damage from deep. Hubert spent a little time in the Garden here during his career.
Yep. Mack's been the hot hand. Thought it was going up.
Nice hands. Good luck.
To finish at the rim, and they finally do with Jackson.
Tremble with a nice job. Was patient with it. Set his guy up beautifully.
Under 5.5. 9-point advantage for the Bruins. found a little avenue. Missed the shot, though. North Carolina looking to run.
Nothing there. Nothing there. They're going to call a block, but that's what they're doing now, as you know. Once you plant that foot, they're not going to give you the block. Right? This is one of those, very lucky. But getting on the board, showing some aggression.
Now let's see if they can capitalize on the free throw. He missed his opening 1-and-1 a couple minutes ago. That came in shooting 84%. Freshman from the Bronx.
He can get to the rim, this kid. Rubin going out. Notre Dame, Vandy, and Carolina.
Ty Claude coming in. Morehead State, Western Carolina, and Georgia Tech. That's what this thing has become, Raph.
Well, if you don't say 2 or 3 schools, you've got the wrong program. They got a 3-on-2 if they want it.
Andrews too strong. And a tough landing for Kate Tyson.
Stefanovic, they're going to give the foul to. I thought he was just aggressive. Going for that rebound.
So Stefanovic and Bilodeau both have 2 now.
I guess he's over the back, though.
And does Sky Clark, so a little bit of foul trouble for the Bruins as we approach halftime. That's a tough landing.
Kyle on the floor now. They've gotten deeper as the years progressed. Play with a lot of confidence.
Kate Tyson, Raph mentioned from Belmont, but a native of Monroe, North Carolina. That's 10 team fouls on UCLA.
They had a big LaSalle game. Did I say LaSalle? 5 threes he had against him. And Fran Duffy doing a great job there.
He's been having a tough time against teams with winning records. Most of his points, and again, he missed both free throws. For some reason, can't seem to score against the better teams. Had 2 opportunities there, didn't get either. But that 3 goes.
And a nice look by Davis.
That's 3 for Jackson.
Right in the pocket with the pass.
All of a sudden, the game's down to 4.
He can make that.
Perry pull up.
Nice stroke, that kid.
Rebound. UCLA keeps it alive. Don't want this guy shooting if he can help it. But they let him get away at the elbow, and he knocks it down.
Great balance and control.
Under 4 to go in the half.
But the more you watch UCLA, they corral the dribble, too, and recover. Gorgeous.
R.J. Davis has swiped away.
He's going.
All the way to the rack for Mack, and he draws the foul.
Trimble looking for that offhand, maybe, for a discard. But he had the size, the ability to put it on the deck. Halftime adjustments, key, I think, for Carolina. I would get away from the ball screen out top. It's been jarring, taken away. I'd open it up a little bit, get a little more action.
UCLA 1 for 1 from the free throw line. That was Bilodeau really early. So they haven't had as many trips as Carolina. This guy has had a hot first half.
Tough kid. Talked about his ability to get to that line. Speaking of tough, Bilodeau there getting a little blow with the fouls.
Matt got 1 of 2. 7-point advantage for the Bruins. 3.5 to go in the half.
There's that back screen to get Claude to the block. Little wrinkle they hadn't shown early.
Step back jumper is no good, and a rebound. Tough rebound underneath by Kyle. Matt gives it back. And the flush by Kyle.
2 big attacks. Kyle first the screen and then the dive. Big time finish.
Kyle with a big time rebound on one end, and he gets some sugar on the other end for his first basket. R.J. Davis looking for a pick. He's going to give it up instead to Trimble. Trimble from the free throw line.
I like that, though. Open middle, he got a good look. But the other end, call your local dentist here on this screen. Boy, laying the wood, and how about the dive? Out of harm's way. Send it in, big fella.
That's the way you draw it up. That ball is off Kobe Johnson.
Nice.
And an inbound and a foul. Johnson with the foul.
And jumping straight up, and didn't take an angle to deny the basketball. Here, the defender has to do a better job.
So now the Bruins have 4 guys with 2 fouls with 2.5 minutes to go in the half. And Drake Powell going into the free throw line. Drake's dad, Dedrick, played at North Carolina. And he got that one to go. Coming up, AT&T at the half. Adam Clark, Wally, and Jay will have their first half analysis. Preview game 2 of the CBS Sports Classic, Kentucky and Ohio State. And get you caught up on all the scores and highlights. That's all coming up on AT&T at the half.
Bell had a big 3 against Dayton earlier in the year. Making the free throw sets up the defense. Much better getting it out of that corner. You're not going to get big numbers against UCLA. They gnaw away on that defensive end. Nice step through. Wow. This kid around the rim. Aggressive.
Three-pointer, a little too strong.
And once again, the open middle, though. I like that.
Under 2 to go in the half. A 9-point UCLA lead.
They used the guard to do that ball screen, too.
Sebastian Mack with the ball with 16 points in this first half.
They try to ice it one way. He's not bad going left either. Nice look.
And the lob right back into the big guy again.
How about him sneaking the peak? Great patience by Mack.
Lead goes back to 11. Three-pointer off the mark, and the rebound off to Kyle. Kyle came up limping a little bit after that rebound, turned his ankle, and he appears to be okay. Boy, Tar Heels could ill afford to let the Bruins get too much more offense here in the last 60 seconds of the half.
They get ahead. They're tough as nails. 4 to shoot.
Mack going to take it way over Trimble. Trimble might have fouled him. It's an air ball.
Never got into anything that particularly Trip. The feel for the game, we've seen Maxim do some awfully good things here. Gets in the lane, draws 2, right on the money. Signature. Third attack. Got to go 2 for 1, I think, when you're behind like this.
Both teams have a timeout they could use or lose here in the last 45 seconds.
Smart.
Cadeau. Up and in and one.
A blow by.
Finally, Cadeau on the board from the field. And he's got a chance to make it a 3-point play.
Yeah, they don't have to cluster defensively. They're able. These guys are terrific, creating offense on their own. Diligent pursuit of the tin. A little scrape gives them an opportunity. They get Perry for that one, maybe.
Perry second. Just about everybody that's played for Bruins have 2 fouls, but luckily with the depth, it hasn't hurt them so far. And the 3-point play is complete. Cuts it to 8. Dylan Andrews taking his time. Has not scored, but that's really not his job on this team.
Timeout.
There's their timeout. And we'll take it with them. 32.7 remaining first half, game 1. CBS Sports Classic from the Garden. The game of X's and O's is back. The all-new Hollywood Squares with Drew Barrymore and Nate Burleson starts Thursday, January 9th on CBS and streaming on Paramount+. I swear there's more than one Nate Burleson because he's got like 6 jobs.
He's all over.
He's all over the place.
Unbelievable.
Morning, NFL, Hollywood Squares. Who knows what else Nate's got out there.
Much like you.
No, not anything like me.
I wonder if they'll do.
I'm going to get through the next half of this game, and then the next one, and then it's Merry Christmas.
And then you got Sun Bowl.
Yeah, you get some. Nothing says New Year's Eve like El Paso, Texas.
He's always ready to go. Good defense, and off his leg too. Too much dancing. Tremble active with the hands.
Nice opportunity for North Carolina right now. They could cut it to 6 or 5.
Great point. Closing halves. We were given for another timeout.
21 seconds left in the half. We'll be right back.
Tune it up, KD. Let's run it back.
Think we still got it?
Give me that. I got you. Let's go! Down the chimney.
Now that's the spirit.
I'm ready. Please tell me the camera was on.
Before that UCLA turnover, you're looking at 10-point halftime lead, 11, maybe 13. Now North Carolina's got a chance to make it a closer single-digit number.
Yeah, absolutely, and good hands defensively. I thought they might come out with a little wrinkle. We were talking off air about their ability to run and jump in the old days. Dean Smith.
Yeah.
They're solid close right now, and I think also they're getting better shots. Even though they haven't converted a couple of open jumpers, that open middle gives them an opportunity and doesn't clog things up.
You look over that North Carolina bench and you see all the assistant coaches and nothing but former North Carolina players, and many of them stars.
A lot of rings over there.
Yep. Brad Frederick and Jeff Levo and Sean May, Pat Sullivan, there they all are. All Tar Heels at heart.
There's Marcus Page over there. A little 2-3 zone look here. Might get an offensive rebound if you get a good look late.
Here's the kick out, baseline, 3, short.
Got a chance.
Still a chance. Bruins trying to run it down, and they do not get a shot off in time. So it stays at 8. UCLA into the front court against Sky Clark.
Good attack.
Trimble to draw the foul. That's a good way to start the half.
Excuse me, they had that little double screen and then coming off and turning the corner beautifully here. And right here, you got the great angle. You closed out, giving them that opportunity. Heady start. They got to get to the free throw line. Get some easy ones with the clock stop.
That's 3 fouls on Daly.
Stefanovic coming in for him for that reason too, Brad.
And Seth Trimble gets the first of 2. There comes Stefanovic, and there goes Eric.
Saw Lazard down in Fort Myers during a tournament when he was at Utah. And just typical of international players. Tough, hard-nosed. Can compliment with some outside shooting on occasion.
Seth Trimble got them both. So good start for Carolina. Cuts the lead to a half dozen.
Go through Bilodeau, I'm sure, at some point. Good things happen when he gets a touch.
Boy, they're pushing him a long ways away from the basket, too. And that was Ty Claude defensively. Bilodeau.
A little more aggressive.
4 to shoot. Clark pulls up and buries it.
Just froze the D. Big time delivery.
5 for Sky Clark. And sloppy pass. 3-on-1 for the Bruins. And knocked away, but is cleaned up by Clark.
I don't know if it was knocked or he slipped, but right back at you. This is Carolina.
And Jackson with a score.
Love it. You don't get back, you pay. Don't count the house against Carolina. Nice slip by Johnson.
Yeah, they really turning up the defensive pressure. North Carolina is.
To your point, they really extended it, too.
Well, way up near midcourt. 3 to shoot again. Andrews on the drive and knocked it out of bounds with 1 second.
Got to force it away.
Gonna have to hustle on a lob here. And they knock it away from Bilodeau. And shot clock violation.
Yeah, pretty good defensive stand by Claude there, too. Competed.
Claude's one of the bigger guys on the floor for North Carolina. Much traveled, as I said. Last year he was at Georgia Tech. He stayed in the ACC, but now at Chapel Hill.
Sort of their third big, too.
Here's the guy they looked to in the first half, and now Trimble.
Oh, look at
He
this.
got away. Quick move on the baseline. Couldn't get the shot to drop.
Everything but.
Clark pull up. 3. No good. Off the backside. Rebound by Jay Davis.
And that wasn't the play. He was to dump it in. Bilodeau had his guy on his back.
Davis knocks down a 3. RJ's second 3, and he's in double figures with 10. Lead cut to 5.
Different personality early here on this end of the floor.
Andrews not a big shooter, but he knocks that one down. That's his first basket.
He's tough in that mid-range, though. 15, 17-foot pull-up. They're back to the ball screen.
Davis, is it going up again? He thought about it.
Good defender here. Oh, they crack communication, got away with it.
Ball loose. Picked up by Carolina, though, of a fresh start.
He's got to take his guy down.
Jackson got free and lost the handle in an offensive foul.
Well, you can see the stress and strain now. Everybody getting down and dirty. And why not? This is what you love. Good piece of officiating, too. Saying he never touched the out of bounds. Same play, back screen to the block. And now you've got to stay, help out, but be in position to recover. Why reach in?
Claude with a foul. And he'll come out. Then Alan Lubin comes back in.
Got to get something out of Lubin. Showed signs a couple of games. He scored at Vandy.
Right. Scored about 7 a game, just under, but 0 so far today. Way too strong on a 3. Jackson on the crossover.
Good play.
Cadeau, hand foul on the way to the basket.
What's so effective on a closeout that you attack that guy. Get on his hip. Right here, just a little small change by Andrews.
That's his first foul. And he'll come out. Mack comes back in.
Clark, the point guy now.
Carolina has trouble with the inbounds.
Sloppy.
Pass.
Really sloppy.
Boy, Hubert yesterday was just stressing. Do the basics. Do the basics. Don't beat yourselves. They're beating themselves right now.
And they're early, they're stepping on the sideline in the first half 3 times. Go back to Davis now. He's got Bilodeau on him. Look at the ball movement.
They got it to Davis for 3.
Everything but. Well, got a good
Nice offensive rebound.
Well, you get a good shot.
And we tell Lubin to do something. He did.
Retrievable.
Back down to 5. Carolina fans are looking for an offensive foul on Sky Clark. Didn't get it. It's Bilodeau facing the basket.
You got to stay at home, too.
Baseline up and under. Oh, pretty.
Goodness, how about that? I mean, it's not the quickest move. Boy, it's got some power.
Yep.
Bad play trying to split it. Look at the numbers here.
3-on-1.
He's going to charge. Nice
hand strip by Davis.
Gave it up too early to Bilodeau. Toying with the defense a little bit, but how about the hands at the end?
Great hands by R.J. Davis. And what could have been a foul or a breakaway for Bilodeau. Nice defense.
We want a little feel-good story for you guys. Growing up, Coach Davis's son Elijah always wanted to play for his dad, and Davis always wanted to coach his son, but it never worked out until now. So Elijah played at Division III, University of Lynchburg, the past 3 seasons, but he returned home to Chapel Hill, walked onto his dad's team this year. Coach said he was subconsciously going easy on him. His son pulled him aside and said, "Dad, you need to coach me how you coach the rest of these players." Guys, you could see the joy on Coach Davis's face just talking about his kid. It was very special.
That is a good story.
I told him that story about Al McGuire we've shared in the past, where one of the players came into Al. His son Allie was a starter and a good player. I always say Rick Cobb. I think it may have been Rick. "Coach, what do you want?" I should start. He said, "I had a home." He said, "Allie, your son." He said, "I like you, Rick, but I love my son."
Absolutely. One of the all-time greats.
Empty side ball screen with a roll.
Bilodeau straight up with it. Got it. Wow.
Nice call out of the timeout. Not prepared defensively, Carolina.
18 for Tyler Bilodeau. Came in averaging 14 to lead the team.
For the spacing by UCLA, always willing to help. Ball and man contact.
Trying to cut into the double-digit lead. That's too strong. Cody Johnson pulls it off the backside with a rebound.
Ooh, kickback.
Mack all the way to the baseline, draws a foul.
We didn't have it. Bilodeau, the same sort of a play. Empty side, this particular one. Just a pick and pop now. Give it to the big guy. Boy, he started hot. Other than the fouls, he has remained hot. Smart kid.
6'9", 230-pound junior out of Washington. By way of Oregon State, as Ralph mentioned earlier.
I think they lost 3 guys at Oregon State, and they're having a heck of a season despite it.
Well, this Bruin team, they've got 9 new players, 6 of them transfers, and 3 freshmen. So to put together a 10-1 record, Mick Cronin's done a nice job of blending these guys in a hurry.
He's always so happy, too, you know? It's a joy to be around.
18 for Sebastian Mack.
He's relentless, and so are they.
Kind of a dangerous spot right here for North Carolina if they don't find some offense.
Look at the closeouts. The second effort. Amazing. Clark came out. Wasn't his guy, but did the job.
UCLA right now playing methodically, and North Carolina is going to have to play scrappy to catch up. This guy's been hard for anybody to guard. Bilodeau, baseline. That one's off the mark. Rebound by Powell. R.J. Davis doesn't want to shoot every time he's down the floor, but he's fouled in the paint that time.
I like him putting it on his shoulders, though, attacking a little bit. And this defense of UCLA, Jonathan Siegel just mentioned to me in my headset about March. It's how tough it is. They are ready.
In North Carolina, you look at their schedule and all the teams they played and lost to, they're going to have to make some ground up with quad 1 wins, and they don't have that many opportunities. There's a good drive by Ian Jackson.
I believe it's Bilodeau, 3rd foul as well. Attacking him. He is a valuable commodity And right here, just taking advantage of the mismatch. Pretty play.
I like what I've seen of Ian Jackson.
Big-time player. He's a keeper, this kid.
Average about 24 a game in high school last year.
Love him off the bounce, too. Creative. A couple of games watching his crossover.
As I was talking about, with what they've got coming up, and the ACC is not what the ACC has been in past years. That doesn't help them. And this guy is on fire.
Like, welcome to New York.
Jay Wright's back at the studio telling Clark and those guys, I told you this guy, number 34, is good. And I'm pretty sure they all knew that.
Well, great to be with Jay, particularly with the coaches, the respect they have for him. Chatting,
no doubt.
He can be consoling. There's another side of him, too. That's why he ran championships.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the dinner side.
He did step up. He tried to step up. A little slow with the draw.
Oh, this guy's feeling it.
Wow.
Oh,
wow.
man.
Oh, my God.
24, and now his teammates are going,
they can't
this is
believe it.
lights out.
Oh, there are portal transfers, and there are portal transfers. Good drive. Taking it on his own shoulders.
12 for R.J. Davis.
Can they string some stops together? That's the key.
Can they keep 34 from touching it?
Yeah. I would attack him at the other end as well.
Sets a screen. Now R.J. Davis out, and they got a mismatch for a moment.
A nice help. The hands by Jackson, though, but it was a good help. We got Davis off him, but he has been lighting it up early. Whew. Big time nylon.
Just keeps getting deeper and deeper, and the guys on the sideline, they're having fun.
Nice pin down here. He's going to go again. They are just riding. This is NBA style. Chuck Daly. The same play.
Off the window. That one didn't go. Got it back, though. And still no good.
I think he's exhausted right now. Attack him.
R.J. Davis tried to kick it out to the baseline.
How smart was Lazar, though? Played that passing lane.
A runner by Trimble and a foul. Bilodeau on the deck, but for the most part, he's been on top of the deck and on top of his shot and on top of his game. What a performance by Tyler Bilodeau.
This guy has been masterful. Started hot, picking pop shots, getting down early, stroking it. You know what he can do inside as well. So he's at the start of a heck of a season. That and the defense as UCLA Perkin. Watch out, Big Ten. They can get after you.
His career high is 26. He's got 24 right now, but he's also got 4 fouls. So he's going to sit at least for a little while. But he's put on a Christmas show for us here at the Garden.
We're told his mom actually played in this building.
For the WNBA,
Yeah.
yeah. Cass, his mom. Jenny talked about her earlier, and his dad, an NHL player. He went the less physical route, let's put it that way. Seth Trimble at the free throw line, 3 out of 4 today so far.
Make it, see what you're going to do. A little wrinkle defensively. Different approach right now. You don't have that load in the center spot to contend with.
So Trimble knocks out both free throws, and then Cadeau takes his spot. He'll get a little breather here with his team down 12 and under 12 to go.
Guard-oriented right now. All the stuff on the perimeter.
Andrews pull up. He got fouled, I think. No whistle.
Right.
Got whacked on the elbow. The shot doesn't go.
This kid can put you back on your heels, Davis. 150th game. Goodness.
Came back for his 5th year. Said he had unfinished business.
Underneath. They're going the other way. Hit the wrong side of the backboard here. But again, it's really difficult if you don't have an inside game to complement these shifty, talented guards.
Yeah, you can have all the guards in the world and you can play small ball, but if you need somebody to match up against the bigger teams, you're in trouble, and they don't have a big guy. People would ask, well, how does North Carolina not end up with a big man? They had some on the line if you were fishing, but they took the different waters. I guess you know what I mean in the transfer situation.
I do. Nice play.
Nice.
That looks familiar. You overhelp. Good vision. Just a nice little delivery here at the end of it. Nice roll, the big guy. Why not?
The finish by Kyle, who's got 6 and can add one more here.
He likes that rim.
Another transfer. Played at South Dakota State out of Bellevue, Nebraska. Not a good free throw shooter. Oh, Kobe Johnson somehow snuck in for the rebound, and he missed it close. Ball just died on the rim. They get another chance, though.
Full 20.
So they're going to get a third or fourth opportunity here at more points. And on the runner, they still don't get it. Finally, North Carolina's got a rebound.
Cobb did a pretty good job defensively. Little replace, relocation.
Powell kicks it back outside to Davis. Cadeau out. Powell on a 3. Got it.
Oh. Georgia State needed some of that. It's his 9th of the year.
Causes a little stir from the Carolina faithful here at the Garden.
And again, stringing a few stops. Ooh, fumble.
Jackson, the drive, the hang time, the score.
Boy, some energy. Quick timeout by UCLA. Warranted. Don't count the heels out.
Nick Cronin has seen enough. The Tar Heel faithful on their feet.
Hey.
Low post scoring has been a difficulty, but you're going to get back at it. You're going to get back at it on defense. Good challenge here. Referee's vertical ability to finish and maybe a little more spunk and spirit. Get engaged a little bit. No, Bilodeau, it's a different look for UCLA as well.
Got it back to single digits. The lead at one point was 16 at 59-43.
Withers on the floor now. He's 1 for 2. Lubin's 1 for 2. Powell, the only guy, 2 for 2. So they've had to rely, as usual, on the guards. Quick trap.
Backcourt pressure doesn't bother the Bruins that much.
They got the 2 point guards on the floor now. Clark and Andrews, big show. Too aggressive, really.
And the overplay and the foul on Withers.
Early in the year, Withers knocked down, I believe, 3 threes against Kansas.
Well, Sky Clark going to the free throw line. 7 points on the day. And missed the front end. Powell with the board.
Make the defense work. Go side to side. Attack the closeouts. Look at the gap defense now by UCLA.
R.J. Davis, the crossover, the scoop underneath, and still going to be North Carolina ball.
Just all in the right spot. The help in the back. A little gap here, a little gap here. Got to squeeze that, though. Pretty good breakdown with the bounce.
And the ball kicked by Kobe Johnson, so North Carolina right in front of the bench. Cadeau will inbound. They got 10 to shoot. Cadeau's going straight up with it.
Got that. Beautiful looking stroke, huh? 9 for 32. They got numbers here if they want.
2-on-1. Clark does it himself with the left hand.
Well, when you attack a press like that, decimate it. Psychologically, you're not as aggressive defensively.
Jackson, he's going for three.
He's putting together a pretty good game, too.
Nothing but white jerseys underneath for the rebound. And a cheap one on Cadell.
You know, when you look over the sideline at Mick, you're afraid not to guard. If you're on that team. His expressions relentless. Always talks about Rick Pitino. His influence on him and when he was an assistant for him. Bobby Huggins, too, at Cincinnati.
There's an opening for Carolina on the missed free throw by Clark. Nice pass inside. Nothing came of it yet.
Again, Johnson in the right spot, going vertical.
Don't miss Dexter's killer origin story with Dexter, Original Sin. Stream the new series now on the Paramount Plus with Showtime plan.
Looking to lob to Washington. Ooh, not a good play. Godot, a little frazzled. Tough way to get rid of somebody.
Laid the shoulder
right in front of the coach and the official. That's a...
You're supposed to do that in a group so you're going to see.
Conceal it.
Mack on the drive, found an avenue, and he's fouled by Davis.
That's it. And what deployment, too. Nobody to deter in the center area. And this kid is great at getting to the free throw line. Turns that corner, great strength, great vision. Even able to get it up with that slap on the arm and shoulder, too.
So he'll go to the line for a couple. R.J. Davis, second foul.
Actually hurt himself on that slap.
I'm going to say he got all of that foul, but he took the worst of it.
And that's the shooting hand as well. That's the hand you pick up a check with. I know you're not accustomed to that.
Thank you. The ball was soaking wet.
Good officiating here. Gave him a little blow. You know how the baseball umpires at home plate, the catcher gets nicked.
Sebastian Mack, the sophomore out of Chicago, he's had a big game, 19 right now. There's the foul situation. Bilodeau on the bench with 4. Daly and Johnson each with 3, and now Jackson has 3, as well as Claude.
And the luxury for Mick Cronin is with Bilodeau on the bench, they're keeping that 10, 11-point differential.
10 it is right now.
I like going to the rim off the bounce. Get it side to side, and then go.
Dribble. Got it.
There you go. You're trying to set up a little bit of a press.
Every time North Carolina gets it down to 5 or 6 or 7, UCLA's had an answer. Under 8 minutes.
And it was really a nice job hanging in there with different guys on the lineup.
That would have been an opportunity with a loose ball in the paint, but UCLA gets it back, and now Carolina's going to get it back on the foul.
And they are recognized. They don't. That dribble handoff, you've got to be perfectly still, but all of a sudden, the heels are alive. Goodness, the sound of music in New York. Here's a little giveaway.
Introducing the all-new Buick.
Cool down, 52% from the floor. As we bring it back inside Madison Square Garden, what's UCLA got to do to stretch that lead back out? Do they bring Bilodeau back in?
You know, maybe not right away, but I would do offense for defense. Maybe get him out for a little bit. He's playing great. You know, you just want to maintain that when he comes back on the floor. But I give Carolina a lot of credit. I mean, they're empty up front in terms of banging it in and getting to the free throw line. But the guards have done a nice job now attacking a little bit. And defensively, there's a little more energy.
Right. R.J. Davis on the bench right now. Jenny?
Yeah, guys, he returned over to the bench, and the trainers were looking at the thumb on his right hand, so they wrapped that up nice and tight, and he should be good to go.
There he is, and that, as Rapp said, is his shooting hand, and that occurred on the hard slap foul he had a few minutes ago. And they're going to need his shooting or scoring at some point if they're to close this gap the next 7 minutes. Cadeau on the drive just threw it up there. It came back to Carolina. Trimble's in trouble.
Well, they got to reach in. Clark, is that 3?
That's 3 on Clark.
Well, they do gather at the summit, don't they? With all the hands in here, all the help sides, so alert. And you got to protect that basketball. And Sky just a little overzealous.
Got a good guy at the free throw line. Missed his first one, but he's hit his last 5.
In the 80s for the year, 83.
83, 84. Former Gatorade Player of the Year in the state of Wisconsin. This can get him within 5 again.
Some of those numbers he had for Mr. Wisconsin, 27 and 10 against Dayton early in the year. So he could do some damage.
Well, the former Mr. Basketball in Wisconsin from Menominee Falls has made it a 5-point game with 7 to go. Here we go. Now, does Carolina get any stops? Kobe Johnson way outside.
Wow, I don't know if that's what they wanted.
Scramble for the rebound. Trimble wins that. Jackson. Collision underneath.
They got it on.
It's Scott Clark. I think.
No, they go the other way. Yep. He can't believe it. You're right.
That's his 4th.
Again, proof that they just don't let you, once you plant the pivot foot, get that call.
Ian Jackson has hit half of his free throws today.
He can get some numbers, gets to the rim. We talked about a big Alabama game as well.
Again, so many times North Carolina's come from behind to make it close against quality competition. There's the foul situation for the Bruins, and only 1 of 2 for Jackson. Nonetheless, only a 2-possession game, and now they get the ball back.
And here comes Bilodeau. Just not going to wait. No, they switch it.
No, they're going to go with Mara.
Bilodeau got up thinking it was his call. Going to go with Mara.
I said to you during one of the timeouts, Carolina gets this thing down to 3. This crowd's going to get crazy, and it's down to 4 right now.
But they are sprinting off bumps. Mara gets the foul. For the effort to get free on the floppy set. There's that little dribble drive. Why not attack? That's all set up by his ability to get from one side of the floor to the other and use those screens and pin downs.
And the freshman from the Bronx. Free throw shooting's been a strong point this year, but not necessarily today. Got that one. It's a 1-possession game. Clark goes out. Stefanovic comes in. 21 on the day.
Right now, Carolina with a different personality.
Got them both.
Every
2 for the freshman.
Every game's a big game, but for some reason, I think Carolina, it's bigger. To turn their season into a favorable one. Oh, I like the effort now. He's got a little hook game.
Mara, baseline, left hand, foul before the shot.
See, that's exactly what Carolina does not have. That ability to just dump it in there on occasion. No double-double machine in the light blue, but this kid going to get better and better. All right.
Well, you might as well send him to the free throw line. It's better than let that left-hand hook go in.
Right.
Hasn't shot a lot of free throws, hasn't made a lot of free throws. R.J. Davis coming back in, bad thumb and all.
11 for 19 coming into this game, Mara. Not a bad stroke.
Got the second. 66-63, just over 6 to play. Be interesting to see if Davis tests that thumb.
Good point, too.
If he gets an opening, is it going up?
Well, Mara showing big and recovered.
Jackson, 4 to shoot, fade away. Big one.
Wow. Step it up. Step back.
Down to 1 point. Kiddo with a foul.
Goodness, this is just individual ability. Look at him. Gather those puppies. Number 11 in your program. My house. And no Bilodeau. Long way to go. Curious to see what Mick does.
Stefanovic hasn't missed a free throw this year. Still hasn't. 10 for 10. Still perfect.
Nothing like the experience.
3-point lead. Carolina 10-3 run in the last 2.5 minutes.
Double there. And a second. Double.
Jackson mishandled the ball. Oh, a terrible time for a turnover.
The combination of the pass not being in the right spot. You still have to catch it, though. Well, that wasn't the right spot. Excuse me.
Yeah, he was looking to shoot before he got the ball. Bilodeau back in for the Bruins. Guarded by Jalen Washington.
Stefanovic is liable to get a look if they kick it to him because he's got great size over Davis. There's Bilodeau. He's got him there. He's got his guy.
Oh. Little shake to the baseline. Rebound, North Carolina, R.J. Davis.
I like the frenzy right now for Carolina.
Davis on the drive. The shot's in.
Boy, the denizens, the blue in the audience have awakened. The bad hands there, Washington. Unnecessary. That far from the goal. When you've got guards who can create like this, it can be a nightmare for your defense.
He just blew by Andrews, and Bilodeau couldn't do anything about it with 4 fouls. And now he's at the free throw line on the other end.
More than adequate. I'm surprised he only gets 3 free throws a game, roughly.
Missed the first.
I'll tell you, whatever Hubert's been saying in those timeouts, he's got them energized.
He sure does. Tyler Bilodeau, second of 2. They give him 25 on the game.
They're going to take him out now. I like this. Little offense, defense.
With him out, William Kyle comes back in.
Or defense, offense this time.
North Carolina, chance to tie or lead.
Overload right. And they got another little stagger. Well, they sprint through it, though.
Kiddo on the dribble.
He got hurt.
Got hit in the eye or the nose.
They got the foul. Inadvertent, though. And that's what they do to you, though. He's so quick with the bounce and gathering the feet.
Yep.
A little swipe.
Slap across the face.
the level of play in November, December is so high compared to the old days. Would you agree?
Yeah.
And they are ready and tuned. They know how essential these games can be come tournament time.
Cadeau. 3 for 4 from the line. We've been tied twice in the first half. The last time at 13.
Now, Bilodeau on the floor, you must go to him. You're playing this offense-defense game. He's out there, give him some opportunities.
Lead down to a single point at the 4-minute mark.
Ooh, got to be careful with his screens, the big guy.
Cadeau runs into Bilodeau on another one.
Nice
on
run.
a give and go. Stefanovic in close.
That's the size differential, the disparity effectively taken advantage of.
3.5 to play in regulation.
Again, how quickly they run on that floppy baseline set.
R.J. Davis has scored once since he hurt his thumb on a drive. He drives again. This one's off the mark. No foul. And the Bruins have it back.
Back screen to big. That's what they do. And the wrestling hold on the roll. Washington with the giveaway.
Just under 3 minutes to go. North Carolina's come from 16 down to make it a tight game here at Madison Square Garden.
She's just my...
Streaming on Paramount Plus. We'll hope that Kentucky and Ohio State give us the thrills that this one has so far.
Ohio State plays well in this over the years, as we know.
They have.
You know, the ultra-large opponents frequently. Carolina's done a nice job on their offensive sets the last few trips.
Bilodeau at the free throw line. 2 for 3 from the strike. Maybe cooled off a little bit with the long sit.
Yeah, I think it does take a little out of your game. He's coming out if he makes it.
That one rims out.
Well, that hurts him in a lot of ways.
He's got to stay out there, see if they attack him. He's playing with 4 fouls.
Well, they don't use Washington that much as an offensive threat, so it's tough. The only way is to drive at him like here, see if they can get good contact.
Jackson thought about it. Nice defense.
Now go. Nice help by Clark. That is great.
They save it. Trimble on the baseline drive. Scoring!
There's that athleticism we talked about. Elevated, hung, delivered.
Down to 1 again. Sky Clark at the point.
Might be time either for Bilodeau or Mack if he gets it to drive. ISO.
Bilodeau.
Hands.
And the foul is going to be on Washington.
It just reaches in. Get your stance. Be prepared, but don't reach in. But down here, nice skip pass to get to the other side. Very fortunate. Beautiful coverage, but just didn't come up with it. How about that twist and turn and deliver?
Got a little trouble from the free throw line the last couple trips. Not that time.
This kid's going to have a heck of a year. Good feel and understanding of the game.
There's the foul trouble for both teams. And that one pops out.
And they can't get him out of the game. It's the idea of making that. Got a sub ready for him.
Only 11 of 20 from the free throw line for the Bruins. They're leaving some out there. And they're leaving North Carolina hanging around. Not only hanging around, a chance to tie or lead.
I would scream with Bilodeau and get the switch you want and then drive it.
three.
Nice rebound.
Tie game.
Well, you don't get many touches, but take advantage. Great dive and completion.
Third tie of the game, the first since it was 13 apiece. A minute 20 left in regulation. Villanelle straight up for three. Short. Didn't get the roll. Carolina the rebound.
I thought they would have posted him up.
North Carolina's last lead was at the beginning of the game, 2-0. R.J. Davis on the drive, and the runner off the window rolls out.
How about that? Great use of the dribble. Stood the defender up. Some of the fans, it's painful to watch. These kids are leaving it all out. And right here, he's just not going to get that call. They did get the call.
They did.
Yeah. First they pointed the other way. Like it, though. Like the attack.
48 seconds left. Mack's going to bring it across the timeline for the Bruins. Looking to get the lead back.
That's his game. That is unbelievable. What they just did, they have not done this entire half. The guard screening the guard, and they're not as good at showing. How about that?
That's 4 fouls on R.J. Davis.
They're just not going to give you that call anymore. Loves the free throw line.
5 out of 6 today. 21 for Mack.
Sets up residence the way he drives on that free throw line.
Had 16 points in the first half. And now looking for another big point right here. Got it. 22. 2-point game. A half minute to go. Right now.
Same set. Little stagger. Left side this time with a back screen.
Davis, they're just swarming around him. And a foul.
They're in good shape timeout-wise, too. They got 3 left, Carolina. Let them play with some confidence. A la Dean Smith.
And that's 5 fouls. Guy Clark, he's gone.
They haven't informed him yet.
Now they have. Leaves with 9 points. And now we turn our attention to R.J. Davis, the best free throw shooter on North Carolina's team.
And they have to do a good job now defensively, Carolina, at the guard spot. Pressure. Don't let them turn the corner. Oh, goodness. He's one of the greats.
86% coming in. He left one there. Even those young fans know that he doesn't miss very often.
Got to get ready for your press now. Hubert's going to call timeout, I believe.
Take it with 22 seconds. Yep.
And when are we going to give the foul, etc.?
So it was looking like at one point around the 13-minute mark, a blowout win for UCLA, and their 10th straight victory has become a barn burner, or a garden burner, as it were, 74-73.
But they've done this all year so far.
They have.
Get behind and get right back in.
A lot of people say they should give the opponent team a 15-point lead and then let Carolina play like this to come back.
Just so tough to keep these 3 guys out of that lane. Magnificent finish that time. Stepping out, making some shots when necessary as well. And right now, this is all about the defensive end. What are we going to do? We're going to face guard on the inbound pass. Or we're going to do one trap and maybe one jumping into the passing lane. Those are the things you have to do. I think that's what you have to do right away.
And we know it's not going to be Sky Clark bringing the ball up either.
No.
So I assume it's going to be Dylan Andrews.
It's a lot of pressure on others. Forwards are going to be touching the ball.
Right.
Stefanovic will be one that'll be on the floor as well to touch it. Johnson as well. But you always like two if you can.
RJ thinking about that free throw that got away, but still a lot of time left.
What a career this kid has had. It's magnificent.
He's been brilliant. 13th all-time ACC scorer. He's closing in on David Thompson of North Carolina State. Of course, David did that 3 years, not 5, but nonetheless, a lot of points. As Raph said earlier, 150 starts. And he'd like to finish this one where he started it.
And UCLA's got small guys on the floor. Now they get all. Johnson will inbound. You got 3 guys on the floor. I mentioned Andrews and Stefanovic, as well as Mack.
So here's the Carolina press.
When are you going to gamble?
Johnson inbounds.
Off the leg.
Off. And it paid off right away.
Yeah, I think so. They're not even going to check it. How about that? Ooh. Well, you got to get yourself set, turn. This is where you got to turn quickly now before the trap comes.
Look like the right knee as Gene Steratore with us for the first time today. Gene?
Sure does, Ness. Good hands, too. Gets his hands in there without making contact. Roger Ayers right on the play. You see the basketball deflect off the right knees, right on the call.
How about Gene being here?
That's right.
A little welcome addition.
He's been working all day.
He's my safety, though. He knows the rules. I just try and learn them from him.
So a Christmas gift with 21 seconds remaining. Little stocking stuffer there.
You know it's going to be a drive, whether it's a finish drive or a kick. They do a nice job going cross court on skip passes.
By the way, there's 1 second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
You know, I'm surprised they don't put Mara in for this particular play.
Just to hound the guy trying to get the ball in.
They got Kyle, but he's not quite the length.
They lob it into Trimble. R.J. Davis on the back end of a pick. There's a collision there.
He's going to go.
Davis on the drive. Left hand swatted out of the air.
Underneath.
Foul. Underneath.
Yep. That's what you like about a guy who's played 150 games. He knows when to put it on deck. He knows he's got the speed to go by. Elijah Stefanovic, big-time effort, but big-time player.
Remember that free throw I talked about that RJ left out there and was thinking about? He can think about these being even bigger. Tie game.
Bilodeau back on the floor. Same thing prevails. I get him in the box area, though. Don't settle for the 3. I know they love that little pick and pop for him.
There's 13.6 remaining. And UCLA is going to take a timeout.
I don't necessarily think that's a freeze timeout. I think it's more of a strategy.
I was just going to ask you that, but you don't try to just freeze a guy that's been playing for 5 years and shooting 86%.
No question about it.
RJ's family is front and center. And there's everything from prayers to closed eyes over there.
They got the phones ready to hear from other relatives.
That's right. I can't wait to see it, but I don't want to watch. One of those kind of things. The White Plains, New York native with a free throw that could put his team back in front for the first time since the very beginning of the ballgame.
They're talking now, after you make the free throw, sure, that's how they attack this. What are we going to do? Is it passive, full court? Don't let them turn the corner, just backpedal. You know, at some point, Bilodeau, if he's on the block, will get the basketball.
And And as you said, for UCLA, if they get it in the hands of Stefanovic, he hasn't missed a free throw yet this year. Another guy that's been around a long time.
And the other guy, of course, is Mack, too, with his ability to drive the ball.
Right.
Initiate contact, get to the free throw line.
And he is 7 out of 8 from the free throw line, that being Sebastian Mack. But first things first, number 4 coming out for his free throw. He's got 16 points.
He's as cool as you can be, too.
Yep. He's as cool as a winter kiss.
UCLA, you want to squeeze, keep the blue shirts off the glass. Conversely, see if you can slither in if you're a blue shirt and tap it back.
R.J. Davis for the lead. For the first time since it was 2-0, Tar Heels.
And they're backing it up. Got the timeout.
Timeout with 10.3. So now it's all going to come down to what UCLA can muster on the offensive end.
And they do a nice job with 2 on the foul line, but they had a high-low and back screen. Bilodeau let him go to the box. They also love the ball screen. Be interesting to see what Carolina does on a ball screen. Do they trap it? Bilodeau flows and gets to that low box quickly.
You'd like to say, well, who will guard Bilodeau? Nobody's been able to guard him so far.
Well, and then I think the guy that's got to have the ball, if it's not Bilodeau, is Mack. Because of his ability to initiate contact and get to the free throw line.
UCLA's out of timeouts. They've got the ball trailing by 1. 9-game winning streak on the line. Number 18 ranking in the country, and that would go up if they come from behind here in the last 10 seconds.
It's sort of typical of what's happened with Carolina all year.
All year
long. Get this one.
Looking for a significant win after so many losses to top-ranked, top 10 teams for all that matter. In Auburn and Alabama and the other teams they've lost to, including Florida most recently. Here we go. Andrews.
He's the guy. Let him go.
Mack, 5 on the shot clock. 5 on the game clock. And didn't get it. Battle for the rebound. There's 0.1 seconds left. And I don't see whose ball it is yet.
They go the other way with a foul.
North Carolina is going to somehow come back and win this game.
And look who's the guy that guarded and fought, huh?
Cadeau.
Goodness. I mean, undersized, planted those legs, competed, and maybe Hubert's found something. Said they've been quiet. They're great kids. They work. They listen. But he wants that little edge, and maybe a game like this will give it to them.
Elliot Cadeau at the free throw line.
He's been through.
Roy's got a smile on his face.
He's been through a few of these.
Previous play is under review.
And they're saying the previous play is under review.
As to who the shooter would be. Yeah, I think they snuck somebody in there. It should be Powell, maybe.
Maybe. Powell's got the basketball in his hand right now. Cadeau's the guy that's on the deck. As you look in the paint.
And Powell 70 point. We'll see the arm go up, and we can then tell. Yeah, I think it's Powell's going to be the guy. The official hasn't made. There he goes. It's got to be Powell on the free throw line. So what have we got him? 70?
Yeah, but he's 2 for 2 today, so he is 9 out of 12 on the year.
You know, that drive by Mack, he never got balance.
No.
It's just a
After
little
review,
nudge.
the final
Defense
score is
across the
confirmed.
lane to
Number
the
9
left
for
side of the
UNC will
right-hand
be
shot.
shooting
Yeah,
2
it
shots.
was a little awkward. And as brilliant as he's been today, came up short on that one.
Everybody loves one another when it's going good.
So we think it's going to be Powell at the free throw line.
It is. They see him on the line now.
The security guard's in my way. You're right. He's at the line already. So Drake Powell, the freshman out of Pittsburgh, North Carolina. shoot two.
Pretty good effort this second half. They just transfer a little more activity in the first half.
Drake Powell is Coach Davis's cousin. Might be a kissing cousin here after the game is over. And it is over. And North Carolina's come from 16 back to get their signature win. Finally,